Well, hello, hello. So today is Thursday, March 26, 2020, and I am testing the YouTube live stream feature here. So my plan for these next few weeks during this time is to produce as much content as possible and to stream as much as possible and teach as much as possible. So I'm exploring YouTube as one of the options for the live stream. So if you're watching this, jump in the chat room. I'm gonna see if I can pop out the chat window here. And I'll be able to see your comments here. Let me leave this out. Pop out chat. Here we go. Okay. And it's not an official stream or any lesson. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to finish this little head study here. This is sort of a portfolio piece I'm working on. And I'm just going to test out the stream, test out the video and audio quality while I work on this drawing. So if you have any questions, if you're able to watch live, I'll see your message in the chat. So feel free to chat and join me here. Now, I will be doing proper live classes. Most likely it's going to be on YouTube because YouTube seems to have the highest quality so far, much more than Facebook. And I'll announce everything to my email subscribers first, so they'll get first access to the schedule, to the classes. What I plan to do is have a live AMA, Ask Me Anything, live Q&As. So if you always wanted to work with me, ask me questions or get feedback, that would be a great time to do it. And then after the AMA, I'm going to do also going to stream a proper lesson live. So right now the first couple of topics will be anatomy and proportion. So if you want to learn from me, if you have something you're working on, leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to see as far as lessons, what you want to learn, what you're working on, what you're struggling with, and the best answers, the most popular answers. I'll definitely be able to make more content from those. So that will be how we're going to run things. But right now, let me just test this stream. Let me work on this drawing here. So what I have is tone paper. This is Strathmore tone paper sketchbook. Strathmore, very popular tone paper book. So far I have on this drawing a colored pencil and a Sharpie marker, believe it or not. This is not the it's not the best marker because it does bleed, but I just like the feel of it and the look. And these are both colored pencils by Prismacolor. One is very thin and one is the Prismacolor Premier. Very thin is just the harder version of it. That's what we're gonna go with now. And this is a little head study for a poster concept I have in mind for the Witcher TV series on Netflix. And I didn't get to work on Witcher, so this is not official art, but I want to. So I'm trying to make some art to show the studios that I can draw the characters, and that's generally good. I think it's good advice, it's good practice, not just for movie posters, but or entertainment, but for anyone who wants to do portraits or comics. Draw and put out what you want to work on. Let the world know that, you're interested in something, you're passionate at something, you're good at something. And It's generally good practice. When I was first building my poster portfolio, I was just drawing actors and characters that I liked, that I thought were interesting. So that's what I'm doing here. Yeah, and Witcher just has some cool imagery. It's very well done, in my opinion, visually. So I think it would be a lot of fun to work on. So that's what I'm doing here. So this is probably the sexiest part of any drawing, is the actual modeling and the rendering. You know, all the hard part, really, the design is kind of done. So if you're watching this, let me know how the video and audio quality is. Again, this is just a test here. So what am I thinking about here? The first thing I'm thinking about is value. Because right now I have my darkest dark, and so I need to transition that value into the value I have now. I'm not so much thinking about rendering, but I'm thinking about smoothly transitioning the value. So value first, shape and value first. Really, that's the secret to shading. Is actually value and shape, because value and shape, they're kind of work together. You can't really, because you all things have shape and all things have a value. So if you get those two things right, you can model, you can turn form. And that's essentially what edges do. They're a sophisticated way to turn form, but you can turn them with edge and value. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not really, what I'm doing is design. I'm still designing. I'm still, well, sort of designing. I think that's what a lot of students, drawing students, beginner artists, they when they think of shading, they think, oh, I got a model form. I got a model form, and believe me, that is part of it. And even myself, I'm still attracted to that. But the more experienced I get, the older I get, the more I realize that shading is actually a design problem. But we'll talk more about that later. And I do have a course on shading that teaches the actual form part of it. And we'll be doing an update this year, very soon. So I want to transition from the dark of the hair, because the hair is really a design device. It just kind of frames her. Transition from the dark of the hair to the lighter face. Oh, I got some comments here. Mr. Chin and King Player. So, thank you guys for joining. Let's see. Mr. Chin recognized the actress. Yes. Oh, thank God. So the likeness is there. That's good. I'm drawing from reference, obviously. You know, in the illustrators draw from reference, and the better your reference is, the easier your job will be. Typically, on a movie poster job, if you're lucky, probably at least 50% of the time, um, when you have to do a set of poster comps, they'll give you a bunch of reference, or you know you they give you time, oops, a little bit of time to get your own reference. So I'm drawing from reference here, so I was able to get the the likeness. And also, there's another thing I'm learning too, is that the idea of caricature. I'm going to type it in the chat room. Caricature, I don't know if I'm spelling that right, but caricature is basically exaggerating features. So this woman, actress name is Anya Chalotra. She's a very attractive actress. She is half British, half Indian, I believe. So there are qualities about her, like her nose and facial features, that I can exaggerate to accent the likeness. And if you're a fan of movie poster work, you know of Drew Struzan. Drew Struzan has a video called. Well, I've been studying Drew Struzan for a long time. Any fan of illustration, movie poster work, especially, he's the king, right? And if you watch him draw in his documentary, you can see him draw a little bit. He actually exaggerates quite a bit. It's subtle, but he exaggerates quite a bit. And that exaggeration, when you exaggerate facial features, it's called caricature. So thank you, Chin. Mr. King Player. Thank you for the comment. I started drawing, I was 4 years old. 4 years old. I think most people draw. I think most people draw. Most children draw. Yeah, but I never stopped. That's how I like to think about it. I think most kids draw at a very young age, and then some of them just stop. Either they're just not into it, or they do something else. Uh, but I liked it, so I just never stopped drawing. I think probably. Sorry, it's my pencil sharpener. If you're watching this, you're probably the same as me. You're probably drawing a lot when you were a little kid. Okay. Oh, the first. Let's see. The the first big blockbuster poster assignment I had was Deadpool 2. And to be honest, I haven't been working on that many sexy assignments lately. I'm getting a lot of TV shows. I think the last sexy big movie I worked on was Birds of Prey, which didn't do so well. Anybody see Birds of Prey? I heard it was not that great. Um, but yeah, hopefully when this, gosh, when when the world heals from what we're going through, this unfortunate time, challenging times, hopefully there'll be some more opportunities for me to go to Hollywood and get back to work, get back into the swing of things. Oh, Chin made a good comment about the lighting. Yeah, it's up above. So I think what he's saying is that there's not a lot of modeling happening in her face. It's a little bit flat, which is it's good. It's flattering for a beautiful woman, but it's tough. So this is where you got to know your stuff, and have very good value control. And even me, I still work on it to this day. Oh, hey, thank you guys for popping in. How's the video and the audio quality? Hopefully I'll be able to do I did a test earlier today on Facebook and it came out very bad. Facebook stream quality is very low. Let's see, Mr. Carrie Tail, hello. Is that a Pablo Peralta? ACCD, South Pass ACCD. Art Center? Carrie Tail from Art Center? Man, your icon is that's an icon from avatars from old. That's from a skateboarding company from my generation, old people's generation. Oh my God. Oh, Birds of Prey. Oh, I did. I did some comps for the trailer. I'm not sure I'll be able to show them. They were kind of cool. The concept was really sexy. I had to draw what's her name as a stripper girl. It was kind of fun. Margot Robbie, the actress. Mr. X Park Knight. Yeah, I'm drawing from reference. I have my computer in front of me here. That's how I'm able to see the chat. Yeah, absolutely. This is from a screen capture I took from the show. I was saying earlier that most of the time, if you have a poster assignment, they'll give you a big reference pack. And you do that mostly for accuracy and speed. You don't get a lot of time to do these, so yeah, to do the highest level illustration work, you need reference to get that movie look, that film realism look. All right, so guys, check this out. This part is going to take some skill. We're going to model from this tone up here. So this is tough. This is tough. I gotta mentally prepare myself. This is tough. This transition from this underplane to this top plane of the cheek, this is tough. This is gonna take, I'm gonna have to step back and I'm gonna step back and take a look at the drawing now. What I'm doing here is I just stood up so I can get a look at it further away. What I need is, first, I need to establish the value. So I'm not going to model the form until the value is correct. And the value should take care of a lot of the form rendering. So I'm going to match this value here first. Man, it's tough. It's like I'm losing some sharpness. This is tough. I'm sweating. I'm sweating because I had to turn the AC off to get the good sound quality. And I'm sweating because this is tough. So really what I need to, I think this is an important lesson here. I'm gonna get some paper, hold on. So this is real important lesson here. Okay, we know about the planes, right? We know about the planes. If you don't, look at some Loomis. I believe I have a video on this channel somewhere, or somebody made it. I'm sure somebody made a good video on planes somewhere. For sure, New Masters Academy. Anybody here? If you're a New Masters Academy subscriber, actually, if you guys didn't know, New Masters Academy made their beginner course free. So you don't even have to enter your email. You can just go and watch it for free, and you will learn from my teacher, Mark Westermo. You can learn from Mark Westermo for free, and he passed away. So it's a great opportunity. Okay, so what we're doing here is, okay, we have a shadow shape here, so that, don't worry about that. Now, this plane and this plane, right? This plane and this plane, and there's a highlight here, so it's actually something like this. So there's some planes happening. This is horrible. So I got to go from here to here to here, here to here to here. This, I'm going to leave the white of the paper. And you say, oh, that's easy enough, just slap some tone. But the problem is the shape has to be correct, the value has to be correct, and the edge has to be correct, meaning that if I make the edge too hard or make the edge sloppy, the transition. So that's why this is tough. I have to juggle 1, 2, 3, all three things. Shape, I have to get the shape right, I have to get the value right, and the edge has to be right. Because with the woman, you have less margin for error. And for a subtle transition, you have even less margin for error. So that's why this is tough. This is what makes, this separates this separates the this from the champions from everybody else. This is tough. This takes a lot of practice and experience. Oh my God, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Oh, I'm gonna work in reference that you're doing now. Oh, thank you, Chin. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna post the link. It's easy to find actually. If you do a search, Yennefer Witcher, this image will pop out. It's a big scene. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna do this. Oh my God, I'm gonna do this. All right, let's see. So I think, God damn it. And I'm going to try to explain it at the same time. So it's, whew, whew. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Whew. Oh boy, so sorry guys if I don't talk much at this time. It's taking a lot of mental concentration right now. This transition is I almost want to stop and look at a like a Drew Struzan. Or because I want that look. I want that movie poster look. So this would not be a bad idea. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna get the shape first. I'm gonna step back. Shape first. And also the problem is the value. So these, okay, so this is a value problem. I have to knock down these eyes because this is the lightest plane on her face. And these eyes were way too bright. The eyes, the true value of the eyes are nowhere near the brightness of this top plane of her cheek here. So I had to knock them down because right now visually it's giving me, I'm having a hard time seeing. In fact, what I can do is the value has to be right. So what I can do is do this. So I can drop a little highlight on her just so I could see some value. I'm going to draw a little square. I'm going to draw it up here. Okay. So this square, that's as bright as I can go. This is as dark as I can go. So I know that, and the paper is roughly here, so that's the paper. That's too dark. Or is it? Yeah, that's too dark. What I'm trying to do is trying to plan the transition. Okay, so that's better. So just looking at this tells me this is still too dark, I think. This tells me that, yeah, I'm on track. I'll be okay. And the reason why I'm being so careful is that I want to do it on the first try. I don't want to, I don't want to make some tones and erase. I think that's fine for charcoal, but actually this is colored pencil, so it's hard to erase. And I want it to be as clean as possible. So I'm going to try to get it on the first try. Okay. Okay, so we're okay. We're okay now. We're okay now. What's really missing is I need this. I need this somewhere on her face. Because right now I'm looking at this shape and I go, oh, it's like, I'm having a hard time judging not just the shape, but the transition from the plane underneath it. And this is way too, way too advanced stuff. You may be watching this and going, what the hell is he talking about? I don't even see that. So being mindful of the shape, there's a plane here. I have to be mindful of the shape. There's a plane here. And also got to knock this down. See, this is messing with right there. Knock that down. That top plane of her chin is way too bright. I had to knock it down. This is still too bright. So we're close. Probably what I will do is I would like to put this at the um, put this at the end of about 20 feet away and use a mirror. Yeah, I want to get this right. And really, what I'm doing, what I'm doing too, is being more disciplined. Like, probably my instinct is to just kind of run and gun and go for it, but you know, I'm trying to slowly be more disciplined, more careful, and really, in a way, I'm teaching myself value control. I'm forcing myself to learn value control by doing this in this more disciplined way, taking time and being more mindful of the value, doing this little scale. You know, probably, you know, 5 years ago, I wouldn't have done it like that. I would just kind of run and gun it, just go for it. But I'm trying to be a little bit more careful, and so it's probably a good time to end the stream here. I've probably been going way too long. I just wanted to test this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break, put this drawing about 20 feet away from me, and just take a break and breathe. And because trying to talk through this is taking up way too much of my mental energy, so I need full concentration. But thank you for joining me. If you're able to catch this live. If you're not, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to learn. In the upcoming live streams, are going to be proper lessons and proper Q&As, so you'll be able to ask questions. I'm going to release the schedule and the exact schedule and dates by email first, so subscribe to my email list on my website, drawwithchris.com/subscribe, so that way you can get updates on upcoming streams and classes. Other than that, thank you all for joining me. Good morning, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, guys, thank you. Take care.